I want a sandwich. Now. Oh, sandwich wench. Yo, wench. Sandwich. Now. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. Oh, sandwich wench. I want a sandwich. Sandwich. Hello everyone, sorry about that intro bit there for a second, I may have cocked up a little. Hope you're all well, welcome to another edition of the Cthulhu Kin and Friends show here on the Whiskey Live channel. Today Dave and I have a challenge and an adventure to talk about, one that has just additionally benefited Mr. Dave Bay, but one that has been quite eventful nonetheless. The challenge is actually, as you saw in the title, a sherry cask tasting session. It's not necessarily a challenge, really, but it does have tasting notes, so we're going to see if we can work it out based on the cards. Sorry about the beginning bit. I will edit that out for those who are curious. We have, yes, we have 5 whiskies. I don't know if we're going to do all 5, but we will certainly do some of them. Maybe all of them, you never know. They're all sherry cask based. For those who don't know, sherry cask generally is quite sweet, although I do believe port is a bit sweeter.
I think I've broken this.
You've broken your phone? Or the phone bit?
I think I've broken the Discord element of the phone.
Okay.
I'm going to try and upload them in the other server.
Yeah, just upload them somewhere else. Put them in the work tab. So joining me is Dave. Say hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Dave okay?
David.
Minus the tech issue you're having?
Yes.
Fantastic.
It will load on Discord. Whatever I click in Discord, it opens on
Okay, well, that's unfortunate. We had a bit of an adventure today, and this adventure, in turn, fit around certain, rewards. Let's go with that. On my part, did David Boom? No, Discord's actually, the app itself is failing. It's not recognizing some photos he's taken of the swag we acquired today. Although there was actually something missing from the swag, but in retrospect, it didn't need to be in the picture because it just doesn't. It wasn't intended for Dave anyway. All right, I'll check them in a sec. They weren't intended for Dave in the first place. So,
would you like this for the?
No, we'll go through them. It's fine. So the five. Okay. Would Dave like to, from left to right, tell us what each of the whiskies is, and then we can go through. We can start maybe pouring one out.
So, from left to right, we have the Glenrothes 12-year-old Soleo collection, single malt Scotch, 40%.
Glenrothes is the round, small bottle. It's quite a stout bottle. It's quite stocky, quite popular. I noticed in the whiskey shop, along with Balblair. Yeah,
you keep trying to say Balblair.
I want to say Balblair because I really want to kick Blair in the balls.
Next along is the Perspective series, 21-year-old Berry Brothers and Rudd, blended Scotch whisky at 43%. We then have a Bowmore 15-year-old single malt, 43% again. Then have the One Sherry Cask Expression British blended whisky at 46.6%.
Okay. What is, just out of curiosity, so the Perspective, I've never heard of that, but it's the Berry Brothers and Rudd. That sounds Irish.
They're like a Gordon MacPhail type old malt cask type thing. They're a collective that bottles.
Bowmore is something you know about.
Yes, Bowmore is obviously big distillery.
The One is the English Whiskey Company.
No.
Oh, it's not?
No, the One is the people that do the lakes.
My mistake.
No,
the
One is
English. The English is the
English.
English. Yep, the English is the English Whiskey Company, isn't it?
And then finally we have Darkness.
Darkness.
8-year-old single malt Scotch whisky, 47.8%.
I've put them in ascending order.
I did notice.
Yeah, I did that. I
was very triggered by the fact that it went in alphabetical order.
Can't have it all in life, mate. I figure we start with the weakest and work our way up. It might be easy. But before we do that, I thought we would talk about our adventure. Now, I will put a picture on the screen at some point. Dave has finally uploaded it. We For those who don't know,
Discord has finally uploaded it.
I'm going to. Yeah, I've got them
Still
already.
going on the DM.
Fam, I've got them anyway.
I know.
So, for the sake of it, I every January I work really hard in December, and so I buy a treat. For the last 3 years, I've done this. 2 years ago, I started buying whiskey treats. The first
I posted them somewhere where the owner's found them already. Ruined the fun for her.
Don't look there.
Bad the owner.
Stop spoiling it for yourself.
Raise your eyes.
Yes, neuralize. Anyway, doesn't matter. As long as you don't spoil it for everyone else, others used to do it in the past, you're fine. Point, anyway, so 2 years ago I started, well, 3 I guess, no, it's 2.
I know.
Yeah. I bought Jack Daniel's Sinatra Select. Now, actually, I have most of that bottle. It's not been touched much because it got put to the side, and also it's really nice. Last year, I bought Highland Park Fire Edition, and I'm going to pop the chat out. Oh, no, I'll leave it. It's fine. It's fine. Apparently, no one's here. I say unlisted on the stream. Why is that? You know what? I'm going to done it. No, it was set to public. You know, it's fine.
Is it because you changed the date on it, maybe?
Yeah, probably did actually. All right, fine. Anyway, yeah.
Please feel free to reshill so people turn up. Now.
Yeah, by all means do that. Yeah. So last year I bought Highland Park Fire Edition, which I would say is about half empty because we're quite fond of it, exceedingly fond of it. If at least 1 dram is saved in there, I can save it until I'm really old and grey and be like, right, I'm having that, or make a really expensive dram, can't I? Which I don't. That'd be such a letdown, wouldn't it? I bet it'd be bad. Anyway, did Meg boom it? No, I didn't. I changed the time and date on the stream. It must have reset it to unlisted, Nathan. That doesn't mean I boom it. It means that YouTube changed it. Thank you, though, for saying that. Thank you, though, for telling me about that. I do appreciate it. Hello, Stina. Hello, Gan, sorry. But yes, this year I wanted to buy a treat. We did well. I paid my bills, my taxes. First thing I did, in fact. But I also won a bet. I also had money left over for my birthday. But I also wanted to do something. I had some money left over from cleaning work. So cash, basically. So, yeah. Dave also had a... I'm timing you out. Bye, MP. Bye. So Dave also had a bonus, so he wanted to buy himself a treat. So we decided to go there. I got here yesterday to Norwich, yesterday a bit early, and I decided to go and have a look.
Because she needed to be touched.
Exactly.
Put in her place.
I touched a no-no square. What's wrong with that? Anyway, I went to the whiskey shop early and I joined the whiskey club. Do we have the boxes?
They're downstairs.
Right, it's fine. So we'll talk about those now while we have a chat. I joined, and you can also pay a little bit extra, and you get a box with a notebook. And the notebook allows you to. It has all these categories to catalog your experiences. And I really want to do that. That'd be a laugh. We can do it with we can do it with the treats. That'd be great. Sit there with the Dalmore you got. Oh yeah.
We're ruining it for everyone now.
I haven't told them which one.
True.
See, that's how I do it. Hello, Monster Dumpling. Hope everyone having a fantastic day. Do smash the like or dislike, whichever you prefer. I went in and tried to plan my initial idea, but they didn't have what I planned to do. Now I had a plan. Mine was I called it the madness because I was going to do an age range one. When I gave Dave a hint about it, I said legal drinking age in America, which I think is 21.
Yeah.
Yes. That was my age range. And I could have done it, actually. I could have, if I'd gone with something else. But I decided I wanted to just for one madness, just one, just go a little extra.
He went extra.
So one of them was left over. One that looks the most ostentatious was probably leftover birthday money. But I decided that's probably going to be the treat, actually, because of how ridiculous it looks. Come on.
Yes.
It's bonkers.
It is, yeah.
Whereas the others, I think so I acquired 2 21-year-olds. One had to be bought online. In the shop, they didn't have the third one. So we had a lengthy conversation I did because I was waiting for Dave for about 2 hours, so I had time to kill. And, some decisions were made and, I put some things aside and I had to change it the next day because of budgeting constraints. But that's because I didn't want to exceed what I had, but then I needed a water jug, and so I exceeded slightly anyway. But they gave me a discount, which was great.
Yeah, they're very good actually, because they gave me a discount as well.
Well, that's because the prices went up, and they were like, "Well, they're not meant to be that."
Oh no, I got a discount on top of that as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
I
how
got a
ended up with the
discount.
extra.
I got a 10% discount on one of those when I bought your dad one for his birthday. I bought Dave's dad's birthday today. I bought him a bottle. Hello, Lulu. I bought him a bottle. Hello, Orla. Hope you're all right. I bought him a bottle of Lock Fine Chocolate Orange for his dad's birthday. But as I have 2 extra bottles here, I've given one to Dave.
I'm very happy about this.
Yes, because it means he actually has a bit more competitive swag to my swag. Although he didn't buy it. But that's fine because...
And as we're going to end up demolishing what's left of my Kendallmint liqueur, I have a hot chocolate edition.
Yes, we are definitely... It's a very small bottle. There's a cat in my room, so expect lots of meowing. I do apologise. Anyway, yes, so what I'm going to do now, I am going to put a picture on the screen for you, and we're going to talk about...
come for first or go out the door? What do you want to do?
I'll just ignore it. There's voodoo out there.
Sit there and meow.
Where is it? Which one's the sealed one? That one, I think.
Yes.
Bit big, mate. It's a bit big. All right.
Sorry, it's my phone.
Yeah, your phone does widescreen, mate. What the hell's this? All right, so on the screen is the swag. Now it doesn't look that impressive on the face. Oh no. You can sod right off, cat. Sorry, there are 2 nosing glasses, and she tried to budge past them. I've had a cat destroy one already. It's why I've got new ones. Sorry, Till, but no, you can't go on there. Okay. Yes. So perhaps we'll describe these. We'll go from left to right. On the left, the furthest left, is Talisker 11. It is a Diageo 2022 special release. That is solely purchased. No. Hello, Gemma Deering. Hope you're well. That is a collection piece, basically. You put it aside, and it will go up in value, basically. Next to it, at the back, is Macallan, sorry. It is a ridiculously elaborate, ostentatious box for something that didn't actually cost that much. No, there were 2 nosing glasses on the edge of my desk until he was trying to get past them to stand on my keyboard, which meant she would have undoubtedly ended the stream.
Yes.
Underneath that is a Bushmill 16, which was a replacement purchase. I wanted Glenfiddich 21, but they didn't have it, so I replaced it in favour of Bushmills and Angel's Envy, which you see in the middle, which I acquired because they had 1 bottle, and my favourite Star Trek podcast religiously drink it.
Did you know you were live?
I'm live, apparently. An email alert just popped up. So yes, you'll see where Agent Earth is. There is a box, a black box with 2 very small medicine bottles. That is your Whiskey Club membership pack. And in the middle is the 2 new nosing glasses and a water jug. Now, I needed the water jug because I have a very small one. I needed one bigger. But the deal with the nosing glasses made sense because I was missing a nosing glass after my very favourite oldest one got broken. Behind it, you have a 5cl sample, I believe 5, of Bowmore 18.
Yes.
Which Dave actually got on discount. He got reduced to about 6 quid, 5-6 quid?
Yes.
Yeah, down from 13, I believe. Behind that, Penderyn Portwood, which Dave really wanted. He purchased that. Behind that is Singleton 21, which I love Singleton, so that's mine. To the right is another whiskey tasting membership. That's Dave's membership. Not on the keyboard, cat. Come on. Fam, keyboard. Your feet, every time she does it, right? Every time I'm working, she does it, and then she turns something off. She Control-Alt-Deleted on my computer once. Here, go on. I know you're feeling a bit plump there, Telltale. Okay. To the right, you have Jura 21, which is more commonly known as Tide Time, in a rather nice magnetized... Sorry?
Time and Tide.
Okay, well, I never saw the and part. I didn't know that. I saw Tide Time, I never saw and. But if you saw it, then I will defer to you on that one, because you had a closer look. That was on my list. And beneath that, Dalmore Cigar Malt, which Dave saw it, he stopped and went, yes. Because it wasn't on the website. And yes, the agents. So on the right, Agent Johnny, Dave's fuggler. I returned to him safely. He actually was on my bag the entire time. And Agent If. Or Oof. If. He went to OOF. He went to France recently. Well, not so recent, I guess, but he went to France. There is, however, one thing missing from this. But that's because it was Lock Fine Chocolate Orange. Yes. And I guess, yeah. So that was the swag. I will show you another picture, though, of it all opened, if you'd like to see all the bottles in their glory. Not that one. Yeah, I didn't notice at first. That's it, yeah. There we go. There they are, all opened with their bottles. And as you can see, they're quite... Like, the Macallan is 2 boxes, one inside another. The Talisker art is exquisite. The Bushmills is Bushmill, so it's also good. Angel's Envy obviously was already out. Singleton at the back. The Dalmore has a beautiful metal deer head on it. Bust, I guess. Head? Bust? One of those. Yeah. We're quite proud of this haul, actually, because we're going to be trying every single bloody one of them. Except for the Talisker 11. That's going in the collection. But we will, at some point, be... we will do some tasting, maybe on stream, maybe off stream, and just do it in our notebooks. You know, it could be a laugh.
Yeah.
But today, we are not doing that. We are doing a sherry cask. I've got the tasting notes in my hand. Well, they're a little, like, investigative. On the back, it has, for each one, blank card bits for the nose, the palate, and the finish. So on the other side, it was completely blank, and you can put in what you think it is. And I thought what we'd do is, we'd do one together and see what we can work out. And afterwards, well, after that, maybe do one and see what the other person can work out, if they can see anything.
So you haven't been back in the stream yet.
The time's up, it's fine. It was only 5
I don't
minutes.
think she's come back.
That's fine, I don't care. Right, I thought perhaps we'll do one together. We'll start with Glenrothes 12, if that's okay. I need the glasses. I'll get them as well with you. I'm going to get the nosing glasses. Yes, we're very posh.
No, I'm not going to smack Meg.
He wouldn't bother. It's not worth it.
And no, Nathan, I haven't seen the specs of the laptop. All I know is apparently I'm going to put a hard drive.
It's right there. We'll look at it another day because we want to chill out after this. So
you can come back now as well.
Oh, okay. The wax all came off. Look. Okay. What can you tell? What a big sniff.
Sherry.
yeah, you can definitely smell the sherry. Well, a little. I didn't really notice it that much. I need the jigger as well.
Sorry.
That's all right. No. I moved it here. I moved it over there because of Tilly.
Yeah.
So I'm to lean across you because of her. She makes mischief and makes it difficult. Okay. Okay, well that's one. Put that there. Put the cap on, just so you can have your cap, of course. And here's a coaster for you, sir.
Ah, thank you very much.
There you go, good son. Yes. We'll put these here for a moment, let them breathe, and give it a moment. Do remember to smash the like, folks. There are 17 of you here present, and only 7 likes. If you have 17 likes or 17 dislikes, I don't mind. It's interaction. I take it. Perhaps a little swill. Oh, she wants to leave now, does she?
Yeah.
I think it's because she wants attention from me. I feel a bit bad in that respect, but I really...
Sit on my lap for a minute. Maybe stroke a bit.
If she's here, what she'll do, she'll lean against my arm, but then
Yeah.
I need it for this, so I can't do too much. All right. Well, let us... Right, so what we'll do is we're going to try and work it out together if possible, but I do have the card. It's the first one. I did put them in order, I believe. Is the Glenrothes first? Yes, it is. It's Glenrothes.
Yes.
Yes, so I'll put it face down so you don't see it, but there it is. Chin chin. I do forget. Don't do that hard. These glasses break too easily.
Yes, this is true.
Smells very sweet. So the reason... Do you want to explain, first of all, before we do this, actually, why I have a sherry set?
So this was part of your Christmas present. It was in your stocking.
It was in the stocking, yeah.
Yes, it was a stocking filler, and it was very professionally wrapped.
Who chose it? Yeah. So whereas I chose yours, you chose mine.
Yeah.
Yes, that was quite clever of my sister. Yes, all bottles are individually wrapped, although I knew what it was when I saw the box. Although I did not expect this envelope slide
Which
thing.
was also
with
wrapped.
Yes, but it said tasting notes, and I was like, what is this madness? Very well. Cheers, everyone. Okay, that's ridiculously smooth. Goes down very easily.
Yes, it does.
Sherry berries, possibly. Warm. Because you aren't into peaty ones. I do actually like peaty whiskies. Dave can confirm that. I really do. It's just, if I'm going to buy one, I'll normally go sweet. In fact, the Jura is normally in the island, Islay sort of area, isn't it? So I do usually... I don't usually buy it, sure, but it's only because I won't drink it as much. but I do like it. Yeah, I don't mind peaty whiskies. I like Bunnahabhain. That's not really peaty though. They do have a peaty one.
12, wasn't it?
Yes, 12. Glenrothes, 12-year-old Soleo. I mean, I assume it's Soleo is Solera. Or Solero, sorry. You're doing the 12-second, aren't you? Okay, for those who don't know, if you every second in your mouth, you keep the whiskey there for 1 second for every year. So 12 seconds for a 12-year-old.
It's got a bit more of a finish now.
Okay.
Something a little bit peppery, I think. That's like
Went right down the wrong tube. That was embarrassing.
Star anise or something like that. Something cinnamon maybe. So a little bit of spice.
I was going more fruity, but I certainly do agree. This,
sweetness as well.
if it didn't go down the wrong tube, I might have a better. Yeah, it literally, I put it in my mouth, went to swallow, and straight away. That was embarrassing. Hi, Socky. Hope you're well. Why not? You scared your hand to be sucked into the tentacle. I mean, that's always possible with some people. And that, if you're referring to smacking me around the head, that's probably why. It could also be because I've got some rather tasty swag here and he wants to try it.
Yes, that's definitely part of the consideration.
Yeah. Would you like to know something about this then? Perhaps the nose? I'll
start with the nose.
I'll block it out.
Maybe there's some vanilla as well.
You're right on the nose with the vanilla. Toffee apple, sorry.
Yeah.
Creamy vanilla, baking spice with a little honey and citrus peel. So I'm right about the fruit aspect.
Yeah, the honey would explain the smooth. Well, I suppose it's on the nose.
Toffee apple might as well, to be honest.
That would explain the sweetness.
That would on the nose. That would on the nose. I'd agree on that. What are we drinking? Currently, we're drinking a sample of the Glenrothes 12-year-old Soleo collection. We are trying a sherry cask tasting set that I got for Christmas. I thought Dave and I can do some of them tonight. Maybe more than one, who knows? I'm sure we will. And then have a hot chocolate afterwards on tiffin. Yes. Play some XCOM as well.
Yes.
And jolly good. We've had a long day and I've barely slept a fucking bit.
Ooh, he's downed it.
It's ridiculously smooth.
It is, yeah.
It's far too smooth. That is insane. I wanted to see if I can get anything on the back of my tongue.
Yeah, I'll shoot the last bit.
It's just, the thing is, the back of my tongue didn't notice anything.
No, it's very front.
It's
front
very
move,
much on the
and top of the mouth.
Yeah.
Nothing really on the throat.
Nothing on the beyond warmth here, nothing. That's bonkers. That's really nice. I wish the wax had come off properly, but there we go, it's better. Okay, David, couldn't you use Dave as a weighted blanket? I mean, I could use a sword as well if you want.
I mean, I don't weigh anything, so I'm not sure that would work.
So,
I weigh about the same as Meg's finger.
what would you think about the palette? Because I think I've also about as much as that guitar.
Yeah,
so
or the dog.
Possibly. What would you say about the palette? Because I think I would like to say I am right already.
So I was saying a bit of something spice. You were saying fruit.
We're both right. Black fruits, oily walnut, gentle spice, then apple blossom and golden barley. The finish, medium length finish. That the warmth is definitely medium, with Gallia, melon, and toasted almonds. I didn't get the almonds. No. The melon probably, but
the melon probably explains why there's not much burn.
Yeah, that actually would. I don't know what Gallia. I don't know what that word is. I don't know that word.
No, I have no idea what that is.
Galia. I don't know what that is.
Someone could please Google that for us.
Yes, please do. We're boomers, after all. Well, I am apparently.
Yeah.
Very well.
You like to mock us for boomering. You can do some research for us.
Oh, you haven't finished that. I'm not washing your drink again.
I'm just going to shoot it.
Please do. It's very, very smooth. You'll find it's actually incredibly smooth to go down. Really? Yeah. All right. Well, I'll.
Thank you.
You're welcome, good sir. We have a new water jug. Oh, don't knock that. Oh, jeez. I almost knocked that off the desk and nearly pulled my finger with it. Very well. Okay. Well, for the sake of it, I would say the Glenrothes 12 is very nice. And I'd say we did quite well this time. Can't be asked. That's fair. Much easier to type nah, can't be asked than write boomer.
Das ist nicht so gut, Jempi.
Scheiße. What? Okay. So I think I'm gonna put. I think I'm gonna put you on the Bowmore 15. Have you had it before?
No, I've had the 12
Because
and the White Rock.
you like the Bowmore, so I'm gonna put you on this. This is your dedicated one.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm gonna leave a tiny bit so I can taste it.
Yeah.
This wax is terrible.
Yeah, it's not done well. Well, it's been obviously a month or so since it's been there. So.
Can you put a bit of water in that, please?
You just if you
It's
just
the jigger.
Just pour straight.
Oh right. Well, I'm gonna save a little bit for myself.
Yeah, if I'm having a majority share, then might as well.
That'll leave it
pour
good
it.
enough, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Okay. Put your cap on then. Give it a moment. Very good.
Capping.
Of course. Right. I'll put the Bowmore 15 to one side. I'm gonna have a quick look because I'm curious. Is it Bowmore next?
All right. What one am I going for you then?
Well, you get one darkness or the other one. Okay.
No, I think we both need to have the dark.
The darkness. Valkyrie Chronicles. Actually, you mentioned that Valkyrie there, Gan. Last night, one of my sample 10cl little medicine bottles I got given by the Whiskey Club was Highland Park Valkyrie, which we both liked the look of.
Disappointed by the lack of darkness in the darkness.
Okay, so I'm going to give Dave's a little swill so it gets a bit out there. Basically, if you give the nosing glass a little bit of a spin inside, the whiskey's flavours and smells kind of come out a bit more. There we go.
Someone time her out again.
Scheiße. What does the word little mean? What's little in German? It's fine. The little
Keine.
Scheiße. It's
Keine.
fine. I don't know. I don't care. I don't speak loser. Right. Okay.
That does explain why she has no sense of humour.
We'll start with the nose. Take it away, Mr. Dave. He's taking the nosing cap off. Have a good smell. See what we got. Yeah, it doesn't pop, does it?
Okay, there is a smoke. Oh, Klein, not kind of. Yeah, Klein.
Klein. Okay.
Calvin Klein, maybe.
You're Calvin Scheiße.
See, there smells like there's a little bit of smokiness to it, which would be strange for a sherry cask, but, well, not necessarily strange for a Bowmore.
Can I have a smell? Actually, you got a point. However, carry on. I'll put the card down so I don't spoil anything. I don't want to be that guy. That is actually a bit deceptive, I think. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yes. How is everyone, by the way? Hope you're all having a good day while Dave works out some smells. Hope you appreciate the swag. We will be going through them. One or two of them may actually feature on this channel as part of a drinking session. For example, one of my oldest bottles and one of David's oldest, because I think that'd be a fun little thing to do. Could be.
I think there's some nutmeg or something in there.
Is there anything else you'd like to say, perhaps? There's one here I'm not as familiar with.
I don't think there's. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a chocolatey, nutmeggy nuttiness.
Hold that thought. Right, so.
But there's probably going to be some fruit in it because of the sherry cask, so it's
right, well.
What fruitiness it's going to be.
Well, for the sake of it, I'll give you the reason. Shall I give it to you then?
Right.
Okay, dark and punchy. Sherry notes. Juicy Corinth raisins, spices, creamy, mochaccino, sweet dates.
Oh, so mochaccino is a bit chocolatey. Obviously, like nutty. Nutmeg is kind of nutty, spicy.
Spicy, yeah. Yeah, the fruit is the raisin aspect and dates. Yeah. Dark and punchy, and that is quite a dark.
It is quite dark.
That is right, for those who don't, you can't see it. This whiskey is quite a dark. Comparative to the Glenrothes, that's dark.
Yes.
I assume you chose that because it's darker. Oh no, I chose it, didn't I? You chose one for me.
It for me, yeah. I chose it for the set because it was a Bowmore and it was, you hadn't had a Bowmore as far as I knew. So
I've not had a Bowmore before. No, I'm very much. That's why I'm quite happy to try that at another point. Oh, Dave's having a taste, everyone. So, hello, Simius. Hope you're well today. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Do remember to smash the like while we. Dave's doing a count, by the way. It's a 15-year-old, so 15 seconds of in his mouth tongue action. He is a pro with the tongue. I speak from personal experience. It is quite sensual. He does it with a straight face as well. Was that nice?
yes.
Okay.
So it is definitely smoky. Well, either I can't taste anything or it's smoky.
Is there anything else? Right, let's lock smoky in.
I'm gonna go. There is a smooth creaminess kind of to it, so I'm gonna go. That's probably gonna be vanilla or something along those lines, unless I've got honey, but it doesn't. It's not very sweet.
So creamy.
But yeah.
Okay.
It's very smooth creaminess. It's
okay.
quite light.
Would you? I want to stop you. There's a reason why. I'm going to give him the palate now. So he has said smoky, creamy, and honey. Right, I'm going to lock those in.
Okay. It's like
the palate.
Like
rich, woody, pine oil, syrupy, lovely, creamy toffee, and malt, smoky.
Boom!
You nailed. Bosh! You nailed it.
Dave
okay.
has done well.
Finish. No, not the drink. No. Jeez, don't.
Hang on.
You can if you want, but it's a waste. Come on. You're welcome to though. But what is the finish? That's the thing. Although to be fair, it shouldn't be hard to work out because he's already guessed 2 of them already. 3 of them actually.
It's a fairly long finish.
Doesn't actually say on this.
Okay, but again, it's very smooth, so it's going to be that kind of oaky or like woody oiliness with the honey. It's not as smoky on the finish.
No, I've noticed from the card it's not mentioning that. It only mentions it on the palate.
It's sweet.
Which is strange because it should be on the nose as well.
Yeah.
Because I could smell that. That was smoky.
It's it's not very smoky on the finish, but it's smooth, creamy.
Meg's trying to choke someone with spirits, obviously.
I think the nuttiness, spiciness is gone. It's more like the light, fruity, let's say something like an apricot.
Oldest is a 24, 25 almanac? I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's called a whiskey.
Is it? Okay, I don't know. Okay, well, the finish is spicy toffee sherry barley. It's very short.
See, I wouldn't say the spice is really there.
No, the toffee probably is because if it goes down smooth.
Sherry, yeah.
So I'd say you got 3 of them.
I don't know what barley tastes like, so.
I do, but I'm not.
Or something.
Well, no, it's not that you're getting fruit juices these days.
True.
But it's not really. I associate it with that kind of drink now. To be honest.
Yeah, they did Robinson's fruit and barley.
Yeah, so you normally associate it with that. Barley is a flavour I couldn't tell you on its own. Is Dave going to shoot it now? I'll put that aside.
You should have a taste of.
Oh yes, of course. I'll have a. I
taste
will. I've got my little sample. I will.
Brandy. Fair play. It's not far from whiskey.
Oh, we need your dad here then to tell us that, don't we? He's more the brandy man, isn't he?
Well, he doesn't know anything about it. He just drinks it. He knows more about whiskey.
That smells smoky. I like smoky. Smoky's always good. Like the Isla Bay is delicious.
It doesn't shoot as well as the other one. You can get a bit more heat from that. Now there's some spices on the finish. And a bit more down.
I just shot that. That's actually got a fair amount of spice to it. Very nice. Now I'll try not to screw this up while I'm at it.
Yeah.
Right. Splendid.
Right,
Splendid.
Finally have the envelope.
Yes, of course, sir. There you go. It's a. So you've already answered that. My apologies. Dave is now going to pick one for me. It's not really a challenge. It's just a bit of fun, basically, because I'm going to get this all wrong. I normally do. Okay, so I'll put these over here out the way. Would Dave like to reveal which one he has chosen for me?
Dave has gone for the darkest of the lot.
The one?
The one.
Oh, so excited for this one.
Dave has gone for the one sherry cask. This is the 46.6.
No lie, I was so looking forward to this one. I genuinely am.
Given how you've been talking about the lakes and that, the one.
I want to try it.
It was a fairly obvious pick for you.
Well, I say that. I did say the Manzanilla. Got the box right here.
Very nice.
I don't have the sherry cask one though, which they had in the shop, and I was trying to get you to buy it, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Take a bit more. Yeah, I'll do. All right. Gee, that is a proper darken.
It is dark.
That could be taken out of context. Right, I will leave
Well,
that.
you know what we said earlier.
Yeah, that can be taken out of
About
context.
the Johnny Walkers.
Well, to be fair, there's a point there. it's well within,
Sexual our mission intensifies.
Yeah. I don't want to run the risk of being cancelled just yet, mate. How's that going? Is it going like that? I don't know.
Hang on.
How you work that out? A box makes no sense. Is there a weird bend in it?
Yeah, it's supposed to sit square across the top. Like
Well, the bottle's in that box, right next to the big one.
Okay. Sit on the
That was also pre everything swag.
Yeah, because I've not actually had anything from this distillery.
That's why I really want to. That's why I bought that one. I was like, right, we are going to try that.
Yeah.
And we could do it on.
There's been some clipping.
Fair enough. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to give this little.
So Meg is drinking.
What's the age statement on it?
There isn't one.
Very good.
Sherry expression. So it's probably like a 3, 4, 5-year-old. It's going to be something young, isn't it?
Oh, it will be because it's quite a young distillery.
Yeah.
Like Waterford, they don't have age statements yet.
No.
They've been about 7 years. Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
I'm holding the card just so everyone is aware, so that I can only see the nose element. I cannot see the rest as things stand.
I don't know what I smell. How strange is that? No, that just smells like paint stripper.
Right?
I can smell something.
It doesn't. So, having read the nosing thing,
It doesn't.
I can get an idea of it smelling like what it says it smells like. But yes, it's interesting. There's definitely one item on the nosing list that it does not smell like.
It definitely doesn't smell smooth. Doesn't smell very peaty or smoky. I can't smell the sherry. I mean, it is there, but you can tell it's there, but I can't smell it. I'm going to go ahead and guess that there has to be a toffee or vanilla on this. There has to be.
Okay, so we're going with toffee for smooth and vanilla for sort of scent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there has to be a sherry in this and probably a dark fruit because it's too dark for it not to be there.
Okay, so we're locking those in?
Sure. Go on.
Okay, so on the nose we have
Hi, Miss Sparkles.
Sultana, so dark fruit-ish, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
And ginger.
Nope.
With underlying touches of earthy peat.
Bull! There is... I got the peaty one.
To be fair, I did say it doesn't smell like one of them, and I couldn't smell peat either.
What we're going to do...
Can I get the Sultana?
I'm not going to make you test it right now, but I'm going to leave yours in there to sit because I want you to have... Yeah, put the lid on
I
that.
can kind of get the Sultana, having read that, then smelt it.
I can't... Okay, I'm going to taste it then, alright? Chin chin.
Okay. Going in, entering the mouth.
Where's the peat? If it's got it on the nose, you surely have it on the palate.
Well, you're right on that one.
How's it on the nose and not
It
on the
doesn't
palate?
say where's the peat, but you're right that peat is not listed.
There's a peat in the chat.
Yeah,
Stop smelling you. Fam, if you smell as good as this
If you smell that bad, Pete, given that you're in Norwich and we're not, I think you need a shower.
I mean, we were in Norwich.
We were, this is true. Perhaps the smell has followed us.
Haram. Okay, I had that on the tongue fully and I didn't get much, so I'm going to try again.
Give it like 5 seconds as an estimate of a NAS.
It's a lot fruitier than I thought it would be. Burns a lot more than it should. So I would guess there has to be something to that. It's still smooth, but it's not as smooth. There's some sort of roughness to it. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
It probably is the spice though, because it's causing my tongue a bit of mischief. I can't tell what it is.
Smooth. We've got some smooth, but some roughness.
Yeah, that's a distinct flavour.
And something burn.
Yeah, I'd probably say it's probably more likely a spice, but I can't tell.
Okay.
I cannot tell.
So would you like me to read you the palette?
Yeah, go on, tell me how bad I did.
Chocolatey at first.
Bullshit.
Before dates. So you did kind of say fruit.
Yeah.
Nutty barley and cracked black pepper. That'll give you your
The
spice.
tongue, yeah, okay.
A hint of cask char. So that would give you your roughness. So you're kind of...
I'm kind of kissing the edges of it.
You're hinting at the answers.
Yeah.
But you were right. Pete is not in there.
Right, well, sorry, Pete, you're not
Sorry,
in...
Pete, you're not good enough to be in this whiskey.
You're not in my mouth right now. I missed what is being drunken. You can't... No worries. We are doing a sherry cask tasting session based on 5 3CL samples. I was
going
going
to...
I'll go and get it. No, yeah, put it on the tab and I'll go and get it. Put it in the tab and I'll do that. I will put a picture on the screen in a moment and you will be able to see it. I need to get rid of some of this bloody... There it is, right. Okay, if I do that, Put it in there. And then go and get the picture. Swag, properties, browse. There it is. That, and this is the picture. These are the 5 samples. We have so far done the Glenrothes on the far left. The middle one, the Bowmore 15, Dave did. I've had a sample of that as well. And I got the one which is brutally dark and actually quite a bit potent on the flavour. The one I'm doing is a soul test, yes. It is proving quite tricky at the moment. And look at Pete's Freudian slip. Indeed. F for Pete. Indeed. Yes. But yes, that is what we are currently doing.
I don't know, he might be halfway to saying, to characterising Lulu Bell in the chat.
The finish, right. Well, I think the best way for me to finish a drink is the way I do it. Because if I can't work something out, I shoot it.
Okay.
I'll do a little sip first. Wait. That's a lot lighter on the finish. Nah, that doesn't make sense. That's too light. Like it's got a lighter fruit finish. Like I don't want to say apple, but I feel like it feels like that. Toffee maybe? Very creamy. I'm gonna lock those in.
Okay. So he's locked in creamy,
Apple and toffee.
apple and toffee.
Yeah.
First word will give you a clue as to why I made a face when you said you were going to shoot it. Lasting,
It is quite long.
vanilla and sandalwood.
Oh, I know. I was nowhere near it. Very well.
And that is it.
I see.
That is literally it.
They really are short to the point, aren't they? Right. Well, I'll your turn, Dave. Come on, open your thingy up and let's have a go.
Forgot what was on the nose now, wasn't the peat?
Sultana, ginger, underlying touches of earthy peat. I couldn't tell the peat at all. I can't find it. It's very light if it is there.
See,
it's
I
not
kind of get the sultana.
So the issue with the peat thing is both of us have had. We like.
I think because we have 2 peaty whiskey.
Well, not just that. But we have some Lafroig. Lafroig Law downstairs.
Yeah,
Well,
to be determined how peaty that is.
Oh yeah, but we like our peaty whiskies. Lafroig is a go-to for us, and obviously any other Islay that is peated. I mean, we also have the more brutally strong ones, which I think are a bit too strong. Okay, I know you pulled a face, but where is it?
It was only because it said lasting. I didn't want you to just shoot it and miss the.
Well, no, I did that, and again, it was such an easy shot.
Yeah.
But the vanilla is a definite. The sandalwood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't really know what sandalwood tastes like.
I've only ever smelled that in a candle.
Yeah.
I don't know the flavour of it.
It's interesting that it's supposed to have peat in the smell, yet there's no peat in it whatsoever that we can determine.
Yeah, no, I get you. No,
Come on, Pete, get better. Why aren't you appearing more?
Please type more, Pete, in the chat so we can talk to you and have a pleasant conversation.
We want you in our mouths, Pete.
I would. Can confirm. For the sake of it, I will say that is actually quite nice, especially as a drinking whiskey, not a sipping whiskey. That's all right. But as a drinking whiskey, I think it's very, a very good drinker one. I have the Manzanilla, I think it's called. Is that enough?
Yeah.
The Manzanilla cask, I have that, and we are going to try it this week. I promise you this. We're having a proper week. When he can. We're going to have a few.
Between actual adult responsibilities.
He's got some stuff to do. We're not going to go nuts. We're just going to try different things. Okay. Well, that was delicious. Would you like to go to?
That had a distinct lack of any nose. The palate was very bland, and the finish was short but slightly chilled.
So I do think if I do get the Manzanilla out and we drink it, we don't like it, it's just going to become a stream drink. It won't be bought again after that though. That annoys me. It annoys me because of the 3 we've had so far, the one is the worst one by far. It just wasn't that good.
Yeah, I think the Bowmore was topping it for me at the minute. Yeah. But it had some smoke. So,
Oh no, it was nice. I will admit the Glenrothes was the easiest to drink of the 3.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the 21 or do you want to do the darkness?
Well, we could do both. Each do both.
Yeah. All right then. We are now going to do the Perspective series, 21-year-old.
We're now breaching into the territory of acceptable age.
Yes. I'm about to have a 21-year-old in my mouth. I'm 37. It's still a bit creepy. It's a blended Scotch, 43%, Berry Bros and Rudd, so it's not a Irish, it's a Scotch.
Yeah.
I will pour out into mine. Oh shit, that's fine.
That's enough. That's fine.
It's fine. All right. So, put the nosing caps on, give it a moment. Yes. Right.
Cap it.
Cap the fucking thing. Okay. I don't want to open... Alright, that one. Okay, right.
If you put them in the envelope the other way, you'll be able to slide it out and reveal each bit as we go.
If I do it this way, then we can't see it. We do it this way around. That way. There, see? So we do it like that, and we've got that.
Can slide.
Yeah. Very good. Very, very smart, Dave. Very smart.
I have my moment.
Hello, Fibonacci. Hope you're well. Please smash the like. It will help us on this channel. We are eternally grateful for all that have turned up, even after the faux pas at the start.
Yes, much likes, many follows, so donations.
Yes. I'm quite happy to have a spare bottle of this.
Who's X'd my comment about not being able to multitask? Damn you all.
Who said that? Where was that?
Yempi and Wildling, that's it, I'm coming for you.
You realise he'll actually literally come on you now. So when anyway, I know nothing of this particular whiskey. So far, I will admit, I feel a bit let down by the English on this because the one I was looking forward to. But I will say, if the Manzanilla doesn't go down well, then we'll just have it as a stream whiskey on Twitch. I'm quite happy with that because then it'll just become something that doesn't get bought again. Simple as that, really. I like that we have the backs we could use, but we haven't touched them. But we could, put these in our notebooks, can't we?
Oh, F.
Too many letters?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, Dave's trying to change names. Anyway, let's give this a swirl, get some flavour out there. I'm going to give my nosing glass a good spin, like a tumble dryer or a washing machine. Help get the flavour out there, which will help us on the nose, although if it's the one, it won't help at all. This will be the oldest whiskey. I don't think... Have we ever had a 21 before? Other than the ones I bought, I haven't actually knowingly had a 21, I don't think. I don't think we have. I can't think of one. Okay, we're going to...
I've had a 40, but,
That doesn't count.
No.
That's the sort of sample of the... Is that the far class?
That's the far class, yeah.
Okay. That's a sample... That's
one. I need my book to check.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay, I need to borrow your book one here.
It's in my cabin.
South African one.
It's in the cabin. For the sake of it...
No, I don't think we have.
Let's say for the sake of it, neither of us have knowingly had a 21-year-old whiskey. This is the oldest one I've definitely had, because I haven't had a taste of that far class.
You had a sniff, but I'm sure you had a sniff last time you came up.
I mean, I'm making a point to sniff and lick if I can. Good sniffing and lick always does something good. It's always good for the soul.
No, wait, we have had a 21.
What we had?
Johnny Walker XR.
That's a 21. Oh,
That's
sample.
a 21. Yes, the sample.
That's the very first one. Then it must be.
So we have had a 21.
Because otherwise, other than that, I can only think of others that are older, 18s mostly. Because I was looking forward to doing the 21s together.
We do seem to like a good 12-year-old.
Although he doesn't like ones called Glenn.
No.
Unless it's called La Santa.
Glenn Livet or... Wait, is there a 12-year-old behind
La Santa?
Yes.
Or
if it's called Glenn Fiddick, then...
To be fair, there are other
right.
there are other 12s as well. There's the La Santa, there's Cortada.
Yes. Keith was good.
Yes.
Or was she a 10-year-old?
Which one? The Flora or the other one?
I don't think she may have been a 10-year-old though.
Well, we don't do that. We're not Michael Jackson. So...
Yes, for reference, we are talking about ages of whiskey for anyone watching from government agencies.
Yes, disclaimer. Dave has had a MILF whiskey. I don't know Irish go that far. Sniff, mate.
A Wilf whiskey, maybe.
A whiskey I'd like to... Okay.
Whiskey I'd like to finish.
A whiskey I'd like to finish. A Wilf. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. A Wilf. A Wilful. A whiskey I'd like to finish.
Fully, possibly, if you've got 2 F's.
Until, well, willful. Whiskey I'd like to finish until legless. Which, if all you do is sit down and drink whiskey, you get whiskey legs anyway.
True.
I've done that. It's not good. I did it at his place, in fact. Your parents.
Yeah. I think that's the night you pulled the light cord off the thing.
Was that the time I
That was the night we went for a midnight walk.
and I rolled my ankle in the fields?
Yeah.
I don't remember the walk. I remember rolling my ankle though.
Yeah, you decided we were going to go to Tesco and it was closed. We just went for a random walk afterwards.
I remember walking just behind your parents' garden. That was
Yeah,
weird.
that was when we went to Tesco. We then walked back up the hill, walked up the road a bit.
Oh, sniff me. What?
Oh, you smell good.
Oh. Right, anyway. So this is
Returning to the task at hand.
Yeah. Perspective series, 21-year-old Berry, Bros and Rudd. On the nose, I can definitely tell sherry's there. It's
There's
definitely
something fruity.
very fruity. But there's a lot of fruit going on. It feels like a summer fruit
There's
thing.
going to be, it's like a mix. There's like berries and maybe some pear or something.
Oh, pear. Yeah, that's a shout. Yeah, okay. Right. Well, I'm going to go with that.
Just sniff me. Yeah.
Is there anything else you think should be there? Because this is quite a complicated nose, I just say. A lot more complicated than others. One I should have noticed that I didn't, and I feel a bit
I'm going to
idiot.
say pear, vanilla, not spice, maybe some like heather or something like that.
Okay. Sherried dried fruits, rich chocolate, which I think was hidden, hint of leather, which would hide the chocolate, I think, with a generous helping of baking spices.
Doesn't smell spicy.
No, baking spices, though. That's normally quite mellow, isn't it?
Bicarbonate soda, basically.
Well, no, it'd be like mellow stuff. It probably would be like nutmeg, wouldn't it? Fury vibes from that. I mean, it happens. I like fruity. So do I. And as for a whiskey, I especially appreciate it. I find that it adds a nice complexity to the whiskey, and also very drinkable.
I'm going to have to sniff my leather seats tomorrow to compare, to try and find if it smells like leather.
Bit of leather behind you, isn't it? Or is it leatherette?
I think it's PVC.
Very well. I guess we'll have to chin this.
That looks more leather. Oh yeah.
All right. Very well. Time for a consume the beverage moment, folks. Well, not complete consume.
No.
But
How old is this? Oh, okay.
I'm not doing 21.
Okay, right. I will then.
Dave is about to do 21 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I'm counting this. 10, 11, 12, banana hammock. 14, 15, banana hammock. 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 21.
You bastard.
I malfunctioned. I'm sorry. I had a malfunction.
It's an error 404 moment.
It's a firmware problem.
It started off quite mellow. There was very little. It built. There's definitely it built through some fruit, and then it's gone to some spiciness. It's very smooth though. So
There's
some
spice.
Toffee, vanilla, something like that in there to smoothen it out.
The fruitiness carries
But yeah,
very
I'm
quickly.
definitely getting like the sultana raisiny
Yeah.
fruit, but something light like a melon or something as well, or lychee.
Lychee. I'm not familiar with lychee.
Lychee's good.
Is
Well,
it?
fresh lychee.
Is
good.
it?
I had
I
it
know-
in
I don't-
China. It was lovely.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty much what I had for breakfast. Lychees and yogurt in China. It was lovely.
No, that's really.
I mean, there is some spice in it, but I don't know if it's like.
It doesn't carry.
Peppery spice.
Yeah, it
or
doesn't.
it's-
It's not peppery.
doesn't
It's too
last
fruit.
very
It's
long,
far
though.
too much. Yeah, it's very slow finish. Very short finish. But it's really.
Oh, yeah, definitely short.
Yeah, very short finish. I don't notice it.
There's not much heat going down.
No, there isn't. It's actually more on the tongue than it is in the neck, on the throat. I've never had lychees. I'm glad others do enjoy it though. That's good news. I may have to try that at some point. But this is insanely like the fruitiness is it's far too obvious. You finished it already.
Yeah, I had quite a large amount in my mouth for the hold.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, well, what I'll do is before I go to the finish, I'm going to read out the
Shoots very easily.
right. Creamy vanilla builds into distinct oaky tones alongside both fresh orchard fruit and dried fruit with a drizzle of honey.
Well,
So
I said
the fruit
creamy. I said like sultanas and things, didn't I? Orchard
Yeah.
fruit. I said apple
I mean,
or melon, didn't I?
yeah.
Melon and
Well,
lychee, so
dried
that's
fruit,
right.
yeah. Vanilla, creamy, so that does make sense. The distinct oaky tone, I couldn't tell. Oh, I've gone to the finish already. All right. Well, I'm going to ignore that for a second. Very easy. That's probably the best one of the lot.
Yeah, that is good.
Creamy notes continue into a lengthy finish. No.
I wouldn't say
Hint of tannic oak and sherry. The sherry's obvious. But the creamy, yeah, it's just so smooth.
The oak is probably a little bit of like robustness to it.
Possibly. It's possible. I can't be certain. The oak I couldn't work out. Did you want to try the last one then?
This is the thing. We don't eat trees, so we don't really know what oak tastes like. And it depends what oak it is, because American oak tastes different to European oak to
Yeah, it does. It's not the same
French
thing at
oak.
all.
And all
If you get
this.
lychee, try the canned ones if you want to feel like munching on eyeballs. Hello, Grandpa Jim Busted Biscuits can. Hope you're well. Stay hydrated, folks. That was water to cleanse the palate. For those who don't know, after you had...
This is like the most water I ever drink.
If you're using the same glass for your whiskey, it is always good to cleanse the palate and also clean the glass with water from a jug. We are now going to do the final one, which is called The Darkness.
Nice, inappropriately aged 8-year-old.
Perfect. Thankfully, there are no 8-year-olds in the
Just starting to mature at that point.
Someone call the FBI. We've got one, folks. We've got one, boys. Yeah. Very good. Let's do that. Okay, you're pouring out. I've got the card here. It's ready to be... Oh, it's the wrong way around. So let's turn that around. Good whiskey burp. Sorry, folks. Right, put that on the counter. Lid on, of course. And yes. What are you thinking so far, by the way?
I mean, I think flavour-wise, because it's smoky, Bowmore is my favourite, but it's only just ahead of that 21-year-old.
I would put them so far in that order. So best, I would say Bowmore's still better, but only because the smoke is good. I like smoky. 21-year-old perspective, Berry, Bros and Rudd second. Glen Roth's because
I'm going to look that up. I've not seen that. I'm going to look on Master Malton Tea.
What the perspective one?
Perspective one.
So Glen Roth's
It must
I
be on
put
there,
third. The one has to be at the bottom though because it's such a letdown. In the sense that there was your nose. Dave has confirmed it. You cannot tell what it smells like. That's very deceptive and not good deceptive. It's not bad whiskey, by the way. It's very easy to drink. It's a sherry cask expression, but the expression is clearly bland as fuck. Like, seriously. If I wanted to smell paint strip, I can go up to my shed and sniff that. But yes, the last one is called Darkness. 8-year-old.
I only got 3 stars on Master Malton.
Really?
Yeah, 90 quid.
90 quid.
Only got 3 stars.
What was the... If you don't mind me asking, so you got the reviews available. What was the worst review on it?
So I'm just going to read this. Doc McIver. So...
I'm going to give my
quite a
drink
few
yours.
1 stars, to be fair.
Really?
Nice taste, but very bland and overpriced.
The overpriced, I kind of agree.
I like that. Nice taste, but very bland.
It sounds a bit contradictory, yeah.
Dear oh dear, the nose beguiles the taste. Yeah, okay. A nice aroma lets it down with bland and anonymous whiskey. Nothing there, not even a finish.
I'll be honest, if you shoot it, there was no finish at all.
No. Overly priced with only age to commend it. Excellent blend with a good flavour worth every penny of £29, but £89 makes it overpriced and takes the edge off it.
Maybe it is a bit overpriced. I do think the Bowmore is worth whatever it costs. It's definitely worth it. Glen Roth's. Yeah, look at the Glen Roth's first.
Well, the Bowmore 18 is roughly £100 based on the whiskey shop.
That's a fair point. Yeah, okay.
Glen Roth's, what was it? 12.
15.
No, Glen Roth's.
Oh, Glen Roth's 12. Yes. Soleo.
12-year-old
Soleo.
Oloroso.
They got the Soleo. Soleo collection.
12-year-old Soleo.
Okay, Dave's looking on a website we frequent because it's actually where our whiskey adventures really took off, called Master of Malt. Fantastic site. They even do their own whiskies now, and yes, we're okay with it.
Okay, apparently it's not on there.
That's unfortunate. What about the Bowmore 15? Because Bowmore 15 will be a
let me load the tasting set and see if we can get to it.
That's from Drinks by the Dram. That's not whiskey, Master of Malt.
No, it is. It's on Master of Malt, don't worry.
But Drinks by the Dram. Is that them?
Yeah, that's them.
Oh, I didn't realise. I thought it was someone else. My mistake. My mistake. Very well.
There's not a link to it though. That's annoying.
Okay, well, while Dave does that, I'm going to have a little sip of
Right,
the
Bowmore 15.
darkness. I'm going to have a little sip. No, sorry. Oh,
Oh no, Bowmore is 15. Was it 15 or 18?
15.
Oh,
You've
15.
got the 18 downstairs.
Yes, £57 for Bowmore. 4 stars.
Okay. Let's see what the worst review says, just for a laugh. We like reviews, people. You make it absinthe. Oh, really? Gan, I'm glad you go there then.
I found this dram a very strange experience. For me, there was a strange, almost Ribena-like blackcurrant undertone throughout, which made it pretty unpleasant.
What?
I can definitely see why some people would enjoy this style of pour, but this one was not for me.
Nah.
What whiskey have you drunk that you thought that tasted like Ribena?
Fam, that was just smoke. It was good.
That was still 2.5 stars.
Okay.
2. If this is what used to be called the darkest, that whiskey used EA 150A colouring and is chill filtered. I didn't particularly care for the old brand. So
Okay.
nothing relevant. Rum marketing. I'm sure this used to be called the darkest last year, but now it's replaced standard 15-year-old expression.
Okay.
Yellow was created to fit an imaginary gap in the market.
Right.
Which I would get back to making decent whiskey. Quite different to 12-year-old, strong and out of character Captain Morgan rum taste and smell.
No.
No.
Nope. I will say, if I do ever buy a Bowmore, it will be the 15.
There is smoke, but it's weak, and despite the 3 years in sherry cask, it
What?
isn't overly sherried either.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm going to ignore the rest of that review.
No, that review is that review by definition is retarded.
Yes.
The smoke was the first thing you notice. The sherry was just something you knew was there.
Yeah.
You have to go looking for it because the smoke was present. In fact, the smoke wasn't overbearing, but it was the first thing you paid. If you hyper focus, then you don't see it.
Way too sweetened. Total disappointment after even Lefroy 12.
Wait, Lefroy does have a 12, doesn't it?
That
Yeah.
doesn't help with much in terms of review.
No, it doesn't. Ignore them now. Let's do a taste, mate. Let's do a nose and a taste, yeah?
Okay. What else have we tried so far? The one.
The one sherry cask expression. Whiskey shop will have that, by the way. I will say this is quite light.
The one sherry cask. There we go.
Yeah.
So that's got 4.5 stars on Master of Malt and 4 reviews. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so the worst result was this is an interesting combination. While I expected a slightly more sweeter taste from the sherry, so you get a very dry, smoky one.
It isn't very sweet.
Definitely one of the stronger in drinking sensation I've tried.
Yeah,
it is nice though. Takes a few to get used to its heavy smokiness, but otherwise, yeah.
What? It's 46.6%. It's not smoky in the slightest. The tasting notes confirmed it. Shut up. There wasn't much peak to it. That's what I think they were confusing.
Yeah.
It's 46.6%, which is a bit stronger. Yes, sure. I think it's good, but it's a drinker. It's not a sitter.
Well, darkness 8-year-old.
Yeah, don't go for that yet. We need to.
Just finding it.
I want you to have a smell because I think it's quite interesting.
Just found it and hit load and closed.
Creamy, light fruits. Something spicy, but I don't know what it is. That's what I'm going. I'm going to lock my idea in anyway.
I'm gonna go some form of like heather, barley, something planty. Definitely smooth from the nose.
I'm getting irritated, by the way.
Have you got this wrong?
Kind of. Hi, Lloyd. Smash the like. Hope you're well.
Maybe like almonds or something?
Okay. Candied orange peels, chocolate peanuts. Yes, I didn't get the chocolate. Cooking spice warmth. There was definitely spice. And some dried cherry. I couldn't tell what a dried cherry smells like. The fruit was obvious because it has to be there. Citrus, perhaps not. Candied orange peel would be a bit like... I mean, that would kind of be a bit spicy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a little bit sweet.
The chocolate peanut, though, I didn't get.
See, I said almond. That's what. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Let's
let's go for the taste. Final one. Chin chin.
Cheers.
Oh, that's more impactful. I'm starting to wonder with this because when the flavour's more impactful, we've been caught out a few times already, and it's always indicated wood.
Yeah, that's quite strong in the mouth. It's
I'm
still
kinda-
going in the mouth.
Yeah, it's long lasting. I'm kind of wondering.
Still going.
I'm wondering if the impactful, like that punch in the face sort of. Oh, hang on 1 second, folks. I've been led. Sorry about that, folks. I let the dog out.
I see a moist.
Perfect. I think where in the previous ones we've done where the flavour's been quite full, if that's what the wood is meant to be, I'm kind of confused at this point with that.
So is it an oak finish?
I'm kind of wondering if it might be because that seemed to be there was 2 of them so far. I think had oak in it. That might be a sherry thing though, because casks are oak, aren't they? Interesting. It's not smooth. I don't find.
No.
That might be an indicator of spice. Perhaps a more potent.
It would indicate oak as well, because oak tend to be less smooth, don't they? If they're a lot more oaky.
Yeah, I tend to agree on that.
I think there's maybe. I think there's some dried fruit in there. It's going to be like a sultana.
It's a dry finish, isn't it? That's a dry finish. Okay.
Which it may. That wouldn't really.
Well, no. Let's go to the palate. You ready?
Yeah.
Amaretti biscuits, subtly toasty hints.
Nutty.
Yep. Subtly toasty hints, powerful raisin and prune, just a touch of earthy oak lingers.
So we got oak, and I said raisin sultana.
You did. I reckon the dryness has got to be. I'm not going to pull it, but I reckon it's got to be dry. My mouth feels dry on that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're smokers, so they've lost their sense of taste. It's possible, but neither of us are smokers. In fact, he can't smoke.
It might mean the reviewers, maybe.
Ah, you might have a point, Pete. My apologies.
Yes.
I misunderstood you and forgot about the reviewers because the delay and also we were moving on. That's my fault. Right, finish time. Yes. Oh, you just gone. All right.
Finished. Ooh, that hit.
That's not a shot.
No, that's got it. That hit.
That's not a shot. That's a bad shot. But
punches you in the mouth.
Well, give it a second. Dry. There's some there's fruit again.
There's fruit.
And there's a bit of a kick on the tongue. But it's a brutally strong finish. But it's dry.
There's some spice, something. I don't know what dries it out though. It might be
that's what dries it out. It is dry, but only because of what it says. Slightly oily with a hint of smoke. Though chocolatey hints persist. It's smoke. That's what was drying it out. That makes sense. All right.
That doesn't make it sound as punchy as it is.
No,
does it?
but that is a very strong finish.
Yeah. Still going.
Yeah, I can feel it. That's okay. That's different. I like that.
We did all right though. We got a few.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since we've got a little bit of time left, perhaps because we were let down by that one,
You want to try the other one?
it's in the box. We are going to try an additional.
I'm going to play open the box.
The big box.
Once we move the box that's on top of the box that's on top of the box.
Sure, it's an Amiga 500, man.
So the box on top of the box that's on top of the box.
Inside bubble wrap. Right, we're going to try the one Manzanillo cask. So we were let down by that. We're also, while we're going to do that, we're also going to work out which of the...
Like the box.
Useful, isn't it? What we're going to do, though, is we're going to try and work out an order for the ones we have. In the sense that what we've had so far...
On the box. Order in the box.
We'll do the box. We're going to order it first.
Yeah, so
we can do the box. Yeah.
Left to right in the box.
Very well. Okay, so I think we can agree. Bowmore goes first.
Yeah. Bowmore followed by the 21.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn here because
I think they're Glenrothes.
I kind of agree because I think if we're going to put the darkness there, it's just the finish was too in my face.
Yeah, it hits too hard.
Because that is a good shot.
Not
That's a
huge amount.
beautiful
Yeah.
shot.
That was balanced across both drinking and shooting.
Yeah.
That one you could only drink. It's
So,
not necessarily a bad
okay.
thing, but
Which one do you think's last, the one or darkness? Actually, no, don't
I
bother
think the
asking.
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't bother asking. It's stupid. Our order is the following. In order from fifth to first, the one sherry cask expression was the weakest. The darkness 8-year-old fourth, but only I think really it's the finish that let it down. The finish really let it down. Also, the fact hello furry kitten. It claimed to have lots of chocolatey tones, but I couldn't tell. And I love I'm a chocoholic. I can't find it. Glenrothes because it's the
two
smooth.
people that very much like chocolate, and we couldn't taste chocolate.
Glenrothes is third because it is the single smoothest of the three. That was so smooth.
Yeah.
The Perspective series, I put it second, and Dave agrees because both of us like smoky whiskies, and so Bowmore 15 has to be first. I'm sorry, I may not say
Which is ironic,
yeah.
and basically means we've screwed this up royally because it's a sherry tasting set.
Yeah, it is. But I did enjoy that. That was good fun. All right, let's do the water and
I've done the water.
open it. Open the beverage, David.
Beverage is being opened.
Sorry, Dr. David.
Beverage opened is halted since the
Right, this is a brand new bottle, a full bottle of the one Manzanilla cask. I assume that's how you pronounce it. I'm guessing it's Manzanilla, which is a wine, I think. I don't actually know what it is. What's Manzanilla?
Yes.
It's wine, isn't it?
Maybe.
All right, I'm going to look it up. Where's my phone?
We will follow the respective results on the Google.
Yeah.
So my parents haven't replied to let me say thank you for letting them know. They obviously don't care.
Okay. Manzanilla is a sherry.
Okay.
No. Manzanilla is a dry white wine. My apologies. It's got here like dry coastal sherry wine. It's a dry coastal sherry wine. Okay, this could actually be interesting. This could be interesting. Oh, it's an invoice
Do you
for
want
work.
me to read the back for you, or do you want to wait and find out what it's supposed to be after?
Let's do it afterwards. Right, I'm getting in the microphone and do that properly. Oh, I moved this. There you go. Oh, David.
Oh, Meg.
Very good, very good.
Oh, and Leona too.
Oh, God.
I don't think she's here, but just to throw it in there, just in case. You know, she needs to be recognised.
Right, we'll do singles of this.
Yeah, especially having a hot chocolate later.
Yeah, I want to have hot chocolate after this. I don't want to screw this up, man. Right, I'll put yours there and tasting cap on top. Get in there, my son. So you almost spilled that on me.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Right, I'll take that.
Apologies.
Very good. Where's the box, man? Don't drop the jigger! He's dropped it.
I didn't drop it. It didn't hit the floor.
You saw nothing. Oh, I know
Oh, yeah.
the top, yeah.
Dropping definitely did not occur.
Oh, that's on my fingers. I don't want to touch it, though. I'll,
Sound like Yempy.
come here, Yempy. I want to touch you.
No touchy, no touchy.
I'll touch you all over with this Manzanilla cask. Let's see. Poppy, nice hiss. Yes, the cork was certainly something. I'll give it a little swell. I'll give Dave's a little swell as well.
Does it have it on the box?
Right, nice swell. It's so for colour for this
Yeah,
for a
a bit
white
off the
wine white wine sherry thing. It's quite light on the appearance. What is the percentage on this, Dave?
46.6.
Ooh,
It'd be fairly strong.
Nelly, baby. Let's have some. Right, well, I'll give it a good swill. There we go. I'll move the jug over there. I think what I'll do tonight with the glasses, we won't bring them down. We'll wash them during the day tomorrow because I don't want to risk this.
Yeah. Bring down after.
Yeah, I'll leave the jug up here as well because I'm not risking it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of having things broken. Did you just throw Jigger to the floor? No, it went be put on a counter and it fell into a box.
It fell into some bubble wrap. It's all good.
Thankfully, that box is going to go in the rubbish now as well because basically everything that was in it is out now, which was the Lock Fine and the Talisker and the
that one.
Yeah, the one. I really wanted a bottle of it, and if I enjoy this, then I'll be happy. because I'm
The
really.
Lakes Distillery, the one, established 2011. So actually, they've been going long enough. They could have some 10-year-olds.
I really want this to be nice. I really do. I am desperate for it to be nice. If it's a white wine, there's a chance it'll be quite dry.
Their core beliefs are faith, hope, luck, and love. Always non-chill filtered and bottled at natural colour.
Very good. Right, well, let's have a smell then, Dave. You ready? Oh, my life, it's an improvement already. It's better already.
That's very floral.
Yes. That's a vast improvement.
Might be a work thing.
Okay. Well, Dave might have a
they're
work
not
thing. Give it a
closed, so-
second.
Oh no, that's fine. It's a transfer market thing.
Okay, right.
My insider on the transfer market is
This smells better than the other one already. I'm already quite happy.
marzipan.
There is a certain almondy feel to it. I could certainly go for that.
Floral marzipan, I think.
No smooth, no cream. Couldn't smell that at all. No toffee, no apple, no vanilla. I don't think.
I think the fruit in there.
There's got to be some fruit. Maybe apple. But
Apricot?
you said pear already.
Plum.
I don't know about plum. I haven't smelled that in years. I mean, if it's something slightly citrusy.
Maybe peachy plummy.
If you're doing apricot, you're indicating citrus, but I don't think it's citrus.
I go with peach or plum.
I'm not saying apricot citrus, but it's got that sort of sourness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going in?
Yeah. Cheers. Oh, that's a good clink. Didn't break the glass either with that. That went down the wrong tube. That was cold, but really. Okay, so long finish.
Yeah.
Burns. Bit of a bite on the
There's
tongue.
it's smooth. There's some spice.
Yeah, bit of spice, not much. Oh, this is so much nicer.
I wonder if there's gonna be some oak. There's definitely some oak in there.
Yeah. That's so much nicer.
Something spicy.
For God's sake.
Smoothness is gonna be like the vanilla.
You know what annoys me is that we put the one last, but that one's so much better.
Yeah. We put the one last.
Oh, the
I
sherry.
think this one would have been.
I love. So Dave knows I love
I'm
sweet
thinking
finishes.
Second, maybe for this one.
Second overall of the 6.
Yeah.
It's got to be up there. It's not better than the Bowmore. It's definitely not.
Well, see again. This is the problem though.
Can't compare them. though.
Bowmore was the worst technically because it was supposed to be a sherry, and most of what we got.
Well,
out
then
of it
by
was that we liked was
definition,
smoke.
sorry, but by definition, also then this is last. It's not either. Although it's white wine sherry cask.
But in the context of a sherry tasting kit, it was the worst because it was the least sherry.
No mid-tone colour vision. Fairy Kissing, don't worry. Don't worry. Honestly, we're not exactly experts either. We just like to dab on people by claiming we have nice stuff. And I will, for the
we
sake
just
of...
have the swag.
Yeah, just for actually, no, for the sake of it, I'll put on the screen again what it was in the sample set. That, right? The one is the darkest and was the biggest letdown. The Bowmore in the middle was the best flavour. But I will
also the biggest letdown to a degree because it was a sherry tasting kit and we liked it because it was smoky.
I will show you the swag since you joined later. This is what Dave and I bought today because we were in a real mood to have some fun, and we had some fun. Although there is something extra in there that Dave doesn't have, and the new glasses are mine because I needed them because I have a few broken ones. But yeah, no, that's really nice. The finish is quite long. It's definitely doesn't burn. It has a nice chase to it. It's very the floral.
Okay.
The floral follows.
I may have tipped my mouth back to get it to hit the back.
You made a mistake, didn't
that
you?
was a mistake.
Yeah, I don't do that unless I'm shooting it, which I'll do now. Let's find out. Does the one Manzanilla cask shoot? Now time to play a game with Meg where he shoots literally everything and learns his lesson. Cheers.
Russian roulette with whiskey. Oh, he's making a face. That is an interesting face. There's like a smile / a grimace all in one.
Oh, that's a banger. That's a banging shot. Oh, that's so good. Do it.
Bottoms
Honestly,
up.
you'll agree with me. It's a banging shot. Oh,
Ooh.
oh, that doesn't even burn.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, you dickheads at the one. How'd you fuck up sherry cask but get that right? You twats. Oh, that's so...
Oh, it's warming.
It's
It's
very...
not burning.
It built a little,
Yeah.
but it doesn't burn.
It's fruity, but
Very.
smooth.
It's floral. It follows
Yeah.
everything.
There's floral throughout.
It's like a very mild, like perfume for those who don't notice, but it's such a mild sort of feel. It's really,
I think it's most potent on the nose, but it's still present throughout. Which is good.
it's very much there. The oakiness isn't there.
No, that's gone.
What does the box say,
So,
Dave?
according to the box, that's not the right label. Right. Plum jam, boiled sweets, and aromatic wood smoke on the nose. Well, I said peachy plum,
Yeah, you arrive at the plum thing.
boiled sweets. What we said?
I mean, you could argue candy of some kind.
Yeah.
So it's going. That's the fruitiness, because hard
Yeah.
candies are usually fruit, aren't they?
On the nose, with a touch of salinity, so that's salty saline.
Yeah.
Leads to a palate of lightly stewed apples,
Yeah, I did apple.
candied ginger, and
Okay,
a
that
hint
explains
of
the tongue.
lemon zest,
The tongue, the citrus.
with an uplifting, fresh and balanced finish.
I think we got
I
it.
think we got quite a lot of that.
Put that down a second, Dave.
Add a few drops of water. Ooh.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Ooh.
Put that down. Piss
Oh,
off.
dear.
Don't spoil this moment for us. Put that down. Take the high five, Dave. High five, Todd. Yes, yeah. We'll have that. Yes. That was glorious. Oh, I'm keeping that then. I'll definitely have that again.
You mean you weren't keeping it?
Well, I wasn't worried that if I didn't like it, I'd be like, well, I'm going to give it to the friend of the family. I'm like, here, have that. Or be a stream whiskey for a shot. But that's that's going in the collection, mate.
That's nice.
You may have to get that one at some point in the future. To be fair, I was looking at that or the port one. They have a port one.
Yeah.
But after the sherry one let me down, I'm a bit concerned.
Well, see, we could. I mean, how many bottles have we got? How many bottles did we buy between us?
Yes.
Yeah. What have we got?
We'll hang on. No, we'll count it.
Tuesday today, isn't it?
It's okay. We'll count. 1, 2. Well, let's say one's. Ignore the Talisker. Yeah.
So ignore the Talisker.
1, 2, 3,
Hang on.
4, 5.
3, 4.
No, ignore those small ones. Ignore these. Oh, you want to include the tiny ones?
Yeah, but we've got. Well, we've had those two, but we haven't had those two, so we've got to include at least two.
I mean, we could do those on Twitch or something, couldn't
Yeah.
we? Or we could do them on a stream separate. If you want to do another
So
one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hang on, no. You've only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, okay, I was excluding your two because we tried your two.
Well, no, we only had tiny bits.
True.
Do you
11.
want to do a whiskey club membership stream or something
What?
where we have 4 different samples
I mean,
and do the rest on Twitch, or do you want to do? Do you want to do?
We might have to stream on Saturday. This is the only thing
We can do it.
to get these in, but I reckon we could do.
Well,
we
either we
what
did the
got?
4
Wednesday,
samples.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We've got 4 nights.
Well, if we
Well,
do
3 nights.
okay,
for definite.
we're going to negotiate this part because I think it's important. You guys are just too cute. I have to say so. That's no.
That's intensified.
Perhaps yes. Perhaps I have a better idea because I'd rather not do these for whiskey samples on stream on here.
Yeah.
Because I think here we have Jura 21, Singleton 21, Penderyn Portwood, Dalmore, and McCullen Earth.
Yeah.
How are we not doing those as a McCullen Earth stream? A Singleton 21, a 21-year-old stream.
We could do a 21-year-old stream, age appropriate.
Yeah.
We could do a no age statement stream. Penderyn, Dalmore, and McCullen.
I don't think we can do 2 during the week, can we? You're busy most of it. We can do 1 stream.
So-
Unless we save some of these for
mean-
a future stream.
I suppose technically tomorrow. I suppose I can have a couple.
So how about
I haven't got to drive till
right.
late morning.
Okay. If you in the chat like a stream
Can we
tomorrow,
do a poll?
right? If you want us to do a stream tomorrow, we can do one. But I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Okay, I'll put it in the chat. I think if we do only
It'd
The
be,
221s.
It'd have to be the 21s tomorrow, yeah. Because assuming we're having hot chocolate, so it'd be 2 and a hot chocolate. So it'd be 3.
Well, we could always do a no alcohol one for that. And don't forget, we still haven't even done the 15, which we can do another day. We can save it for another time. But we can do a stream, but we do only 21-year-olds. Please vote. It would greatly help us. But if people want it,
Assuming all is okay Friday, we could potentially do. Obviously, it depends on who's where, but we could potentially do the no age statements Friday. If not, we could do them Saturday.
the no age statements would be McCullen, or maybe leave that separate for a separate thing.
It'd be
or-
McCullen, Dalmore, and Penderyn.
Yeah, Angel's Envy's for me. It's more my. Oh, hang on.
Because Bushmills and the Bowmore don't fit in.
I was about to say yeah.
They're a bit.
Because we can do the whiskey club ones on Twitch, can't we?
Yeah, we could do them during Twitch streams.
Yeah, we can do those on Twitch. That'd be fine.
To be fair, we could do the Bushmills and the Bowmore on Twitch, possibly. possibly.
Yeah. Bushmills, for those who don't know, is a 16, and that is going to replace my 10. The 10 will become a Twitch drink. That will then... I don't want to fill my cabinet up any more than it already is, so things have to be replaced. The Pandaren belongs to Dave, does the Dalmore, and as does the Whiskey Club membership on the right. He also has a bottle of Locked Fine Chocolate Orange, which he's very happy to have because we both think it's an absolute banger.
If you like hot chocolates, you have two choices. Either the Locked Fine Chocolate Orange or the Pennington's Kendall Mint Liqueur. They are your two choices.
Yes.
You add either one. Probably not both at the same time.
Hi, Stella. No, it's all good. I'm going to end the poll now with 9 votes. Apparently that's enough.
89% of you think we should stream tomorrow.
Okay, well, we will sort out a stream tomorrow, and we will do a 21-year-old stream.
Yes. Does this mean we have to dress appropriately? What do 21-year-olds dress like? I don't know.
They dress like this. With a sword.
Meg is currently wielding a medieval sword, for those who don't have the visual. It is from the Kingdom of Heaven movie, apparently. Maybe.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's got a whole wall mount as well with the hooks. I bought it a few weeks ago, but it only arrived today with some apricot mead and a knife I've got for fishing. Yes. Okay, thank you everyone for joining us today, by the way. We're gonna...
Doing 20, yes, well, between us, we're over 50. Well over 50.
Hey, furry kids.
Honestly,
it is quite the adventure. We are going to vanish and have hot chocolate and play XCOM for a little bit. We need to bring the stuff downstairs for that.
Yes.
The plug-in's next to me, and I'll let you hold the guitar as well that you want to check out. But thank you again. The HDMI's down the back there. Thank you again for joining us. We'll be back here tomorrow for a Singleton 21 Endura Tide and Time 21-year-old whiskey. If there's any other 21s that I have or we have, we will find out tomorrow, and we will see you then. Thank you again for joining us. We really appreciate it. Say goodnight, Dave.
Thank you for joining us. Good night, Dave.